Testing someone to no. Just remind me not to start testing something. Testing too loud. Testing. Okay, good morning, everybody. Sounds like it's, okay, so good morning, everybody. I think we need to get started because some of the colleagues have other commitments at 11 o'clock. So good morning and a warm welcome to the B.M. Patel Library. For those of you, any first-time visitors to the B.M. Patel Library? Okay. Any first-time visitors to a library? No. No. Okay, so my name is Segrin Mudli, and I'm the manager for the B.M. Patel Library, as well as the manager responsible for IT in the libraries. My role today is that of program director, and for this relaunch of the Lenovo Innovation Center. And we aptly named this Lenovo Innovation Center 2.0. So if you're thinking, why a relaunch? The center was actually officially launched in October 2015, but I'm not going to tell you much more. I shall leave that to my colleagues to tell you much more about that during the course of the program. So a special welcome to Prof. Prinsloo, who's representing the DVC for Research and Partnerships, Lucy Webster, the Library Director, Soren Helto, the ITSS Director, and of course members of the Lenovo team. I see them standing around here. It's Mohammed, David, and Quentin. Is Quentin here? No, he's not here. Okay, and I'm told there's IT vendors here. I think some of you guys are here at the back. Welcome, and thank you for making the time this morning. Right, so colleagues, we have a very short program. I promise we'll have everybody out of here by 10 to 11. And it was quite deliberate that we didn't have a keynote speaker, and because we wanted you to spend some time in the center playing with some of the new technology. And then, of course, engaging with the Lenovo guys who are here to tell you more about Lenovo and, of course, some of the devices that they produced. I had a look at some of them yesterday, some very powerful machines that are there, and so you'll have lots of fun. So we've got 4 speakers this morning. Starting off, I'm going to ask Prof. Prinsloo to do an official welcome, and then Lucille Webster, Soren Helto, and then followed by Mohammed. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, colleagues. You can see I've even got my Lenovo tag. So we just wanted, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor of the DUT, welcome each of you at this function and this launch this morning. We apologize to the students at the back. We're making a bit of noise, but we actually deliberately do that so that you can also participate in our events and with the launch of this wonderful new center. As you all know, this is a relaunch of a center that was started in 2015. And at that time, it was the first of such a center. I call it like a walk-in center for students to serve themselves. It was the first one in an academic institution, and hopefully the start of many more to come in other academic institutions. Academic institutions have got a financial benefit to offer to companies. We issued Section 18A tax certificates for donations of equipment of this kind to the institution, so you are most welcome to may benefit from that. If you don't have that, you can contact me. We have all the documentation for you to prepare. Many of the companies, like Lenovo, and as an esteemed international company, have their own foundation, so they don't necessarily need those mechanisms, but still it is available. I must say, just from my side, what impressed me this morning is I saw some of the high-tech guys from ITS's department at the university this morning popping in and going to work on the servers there quickly. So then I said, wow, this must be better than what they've got in ITS's. That's why the guys are coming here quickly. So we're really impressed with it, and we just wanted to thank Lenovo from the university side from the contribution that they've made, and it's really going to benefit the students in terms of computer access for their learning abilities and for their online platform learning. And I think it's going to be a great function for the rest of the short function that we're going to have. And thank you once again from DUT side.
Okay, thank you, Prof. I'm just going to call Lucille Webster.
Thank you, Sagrid. Good morning, colleagues, students. Welcome to the launch of this very innovative center that we have in the library. And I'm happy to say, I think I can say, that we are the only academic institution with a center like that in KZN for now. So as a library, we forged great partnerships with faculties departments as well as with companies off our campuses. And this has been for us to develop our library services and improve the experience that the student will have within our library. So we've partnered with ITS, faculty, research office, and of course now Lenovo, as well as other crucial library vendors in the past. We've invested time and monies to help make our library a community that's accessible, a resource that's accessible to our community. Partnering with Lenovo has kept us on the cutting edge of a very fast-growing and ever-changing industry. This opportunity arms our students with much-needed skills that are relevant in today's economy and further assures their preparedness for the future. I would like to thank the ITSS team as well as Lenovo for creating a fresh appeal to the center with a new branding as well as the new devices. The new center is fresh, inviting, and fun. And I sometimes wish that I could be a student to go and just try out the new ThinkPads, the new laptops, and anything else. Thank you so much, Lenovo. Thank you, ITSS as well.
Thank you, Lucille. I'm sure you'll find a few minutes in your day to play around at the center. Soren?
Sure. Well, welcome everybody. It's a great day outside and for this relaunch of the Lenovo Innovation Center. I'm really pleased to be here. Okay, first of all, who am I? I'm the head of Information Technologies Support Services. And in that role, I think we as a unit think we understand technology relatively well. And we've had quite a long relationship with Lenovo on the sort of desktop, laptop, end user device side, and also now in their expanding role in the data center space, we have IBM stuff, which is now supported by Lenovo. Lenovo has quite a substantial footprint in what we do. Now, this facility, this is a relaunch of an existing facility, and the students have really enjoyed having this facility here. It's given them a lot of exposure to a broad range of Lenovo products, and I'm pleased that they don't just put in high-end impressive stuff. They put in things from the student technology program machines that are supposed to be, that are affordable to individual students up to high-end machines. And I have to confess, the last time I actually had to get a new laptop, when we did hands-on evaluation, it was like, go down to the library and check out the T440p, and I said, okay, we're going to order one of those. Now, so this technology center, this innovation center, gives a great chance for our students to be exposed to kind of Lenovo's technology portfolio. I think it enhances DUT's relationship with Lenovo, and I also would like to acknowledge from our department, he couldn't be here today because he's not well, but our client services manager, Dilip Jina, has done an awful lot to foster the relationship with Lenovo, to help drive with Lenovo to make sure that this project has been visible and been a success. I think Dilip really wishes he was here, but if he's not here, then he's really not well, because this is his absolute favorite thing. But what I've got to ask is, we're talking about technology. What do we actually do with it? Now, when we were putting together the program, I sort of asked Sagran, what do you want me to talk about? He says, well, how about e-learning? Sagran should know better than that, but I'll still be brief. But one of the points is, we're trying to move into the space of being an increasingly online university. There are a lot of drivers for this, and the drivers are sort of in conflict. One of the reasons we have to be online is because it increases efficiency. We can kind of deal with more students. We can provide students increased access to materials and to services, self-service, after hours. That partly increases efficiency. But there's another side to the story. Now, let's look at where we are with our flagship student service is probably our e-learning platform. Now, that has become a partnership with the IT services unit and the e-learning unit, which is in the Center for Excellence in Learning and Teaching, CELT. And we've worked together over the last few years with some success. We've kind of driven, we used to have about 6,000 students using the e-learning system. That's up to about 18,000 now. So most of our students have at least touched the e-learning system, and we reckon about half of them are regular users. And that's quite an achievement. And we've done that through, one thing that's related to Lenovo is that the e-learning platform is now all sitting on our IBM Lenovo servers in our data center. That's a big thing that ITSS has been able to do for student services. And the other thing we've been able to provide is to integrate it with our student registration system. And that's driven usage up quite a lot. But the challenges we face here, students need devices to actually work online. And the cost of devices is still, for our students, quite a barrier. And we need to be ruthless, and we need to be cost effective in how we find devices that are affordable but are also robust. Then, to provide this always online environment, we have to have network access, and there is, I know that there are occasional complaints about it, but we've got pretty broad footprint of wireless coverage, which we have now extended into all the DUT residences. We've recently covered, I think, 3,000 beds with Wi-Fi. So the students are getting a much better experience. Continuing challenges are most of our students aren't in residence, and we're looking for ways to provide better cost deals for mobile access, so that the students who live off campus can also collaborate in the same way that on-campus students can. But the e-learning strategy is not just about, it's not just about numbers. We are getting more students onto the platform, but we are also worried about what are they actually doing. And the e-learning team has a dual mission of evangelizing the platform and getting all students and staff onto it, but also making sure that they're making more effective and deeper use of it. It's not just a place where we sort of dump lecture notes, but there's collaboration, there's online assignments, online assessments. And one of the key things for us is that this is a platform for student engagement. That the phrase we used to use is that it's one of the platforms that we use to make so that our students are online citizens of the DUT community. Now, a side effect of this is that as students increasingly use the platform and we get deeper use of it, we also get better information of what the students are doing. And a big concern is to identify the students who are at risk. And big factors are, it's not just academic results, but it's actually students who give up and run away before they even get to that phase. We're trying to track which students are failing to become engaged, which students don't actually end up on the e-learning platform, which students don't spend enough time. Does spending a lot of time on the e-learning platform actually contribute to better results? Does it contribute to happier students? And working on that, there is an existing project on campus. It's called Sia Pumalela, or the Student Success Task Team, which is devoted to surfacing the data that we can get out of our online systems like the e-learning platform, and doing this. Now, this sounds cold and clinical, and this is I think one of the ironies of the modern age that we've all experienced. Online platforms allow us to deal with more students. It allows us to deal with more students at a distance. But if we do it right, their experience becomes more personal. And the success that we've seen at other institutions that we're trying to emulate is that we can infer from all this information we have that students are struggling, and we can reach out to them. And the biggest difference I've seen it make at other institutions, students come in and say, I didn't think anybody cared. Well, we do. We may need a machine to actually go find you, but we do. In conclusion, I think I've told you what we need, what our sort of constraints are. And to come back to why we're here, Lenovo has been a long-term partner in our technology strategy. They've been a long-term supplier. They supply great equipment. They understand our market. They understand our finances, and they're one of the companies that we feel we can really talk to. And I think some of the proof in the pudding is that they're here. You know, they're bringing us into their world, and we're bringing them into ours. So on that note, I'd like to conclude, and I'd like to hand over to. Well, I'm going to hand over to Sagar. No, I'm going to hand straight over to Mohammed and let him sort of give his perspective on all this.
Thank you, Soren. I promise I won't be as long as Soren is. Cool. So guys, my name is Mohammed Ramatullah. I'm the sales director for Lenovo South Africa. This morning when I walked into the campus and into the library, I almost felt jealous because I matriculated in 1992. I didn't even see a PC by then. And it was very surprising to see the opportunities that these people have. But even though I've been in the IT industry for 17 years, I feel ancient. Because today, as you know, we all in IT, we now know there's PCs, they're getting smaller, etc. And it's more about the new generation. So I must share a little secret with you before I actually go into my speech. I've got two brand ambassadors at home. They're my youngsters, a 12-year-old and a 6-year-old. What I think is cool is not necessarily their idea of cool. So therefore, I constantly check with them before I do anything, and that's what keeps me ahead of time. Because when I sit here today, I see some old faces, I see a lot of young faces. And as we know, the youngsters are totally on a different journey, and even being in IT, I can't keep up with the pace. Okay, so good morning to everyone, all the staff and the students of Durban University of Technology. Firstly, thank you for having Lenovo here. We'd like to also thank you for allowing us the opportunity to bring our technology into your world, to both the staff and the students. We are excited to relaunch the Innovation Center, as education still remains one of the biggest challenges for South Africa. As a global player, we understand the challenges faced around education, and this is just a small initiative to ensure that our students are given the best start to their careers, be it local or international. As dynamics are changing consistently, the new generation is more digital and demanding. We hope that through access to technology, this will indeed make your journey smoother and in line with where the world is operating. Lastly, from the Lenovo side, our commitment as Lenovo is that we can continue these initiatives to give South Africans a better opportunity to contribute positively to our economy for better South Africa. Thank you once again to everyone. Say good.
Thank you so much. I think thank you to our 4 speakers. I think they deserve a round of applause for keeping it short. No, sorry, I was running around because what moment now of cutting the ribbon. And you know, like at home, you look for the scissors. So I was making sure that the scissors is there, and it is there. And if I can ask the 4 speakers, Soren, Lucille, Mon, and Prof. Prinsloo, just make their way over there to the ribbon, and then we can officially open the relaunch of the center. Welcome.
Yeah.
Open. Yeah. Okay. So we can now say that the center is officially relaunched. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to come back. We just want to conclude the program. Okay, so it gives me pleasure to do the vote of thanks. There's many people that made this event possible. So I'm going to start at the top. Firstly, our speakers. Thank you so much. I think officially May has been voted the busiest month at DUT, and it's not even over yet. The Lenovo team, Mohammed and David, thank you for making your way down to DUT. And I'm sure there were many other guys in your company that were involved in this project. Lots of advocacy had to take place to get something like this off the ground. Thank you. Please do thank them on our behalf. A special thank you to Dilip Jina from ITSS. Dilip is going to see this because we're streaming this. Dilip, your vision for this center has definitely materialized. And your perseverance with Lenovo has definitely brought 2.0 to us. And thank you for that. Colleagues from DUT, I'll just go through the list. ITSS Client Services, Library Staff, Corporate Affairs, Design Studio, Audiovisual, Maintenance. I think everybody played a part in trying to get everything organized for today, and thank you so much for that. To the vendors and suppliers of DUT, thank you for making time to come out today. And please do stay and chat to the rest of the people here today. Lastly, for all of you for attending, and thank you for taking time out to be part of this historic event. We like making memories and history at DUT. So if I can just ask you, let's officially close this event, and if I can ask you to just go and play with the technology, and then please, the Lenovo guys are here, and ITSS guys are here if you have any questions that you want to ask. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry, one other thing. My apologies. If I can ask Mohammed and David to please come forward. Soren? Yeah. Okay, so on behalf of DUT, thank you so much, guys. This is obviously a wonderful project, and we do hope that we have 6 library sites. Yeah, and we've actually made provision at our sites for similar centers. So we do hope in the future that we can talk about similar projects. Okay, thank you so much. Can I invite you to play?
Thank you again, Mohammed. So
Please don't break the
we've definitely seen the foot traffic increase.
So this is what, Megan? Only one. I was hoping for better ratings.
Well, when it's there, publicity. Yes, yeah. This way.